On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bay Field. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We've got first down here from the 36. To throw, Mayfield. Second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
And therein lies the problem when somebody other than a quarterback is dependent to throw it. Their clock, their time, and their understanding of the rush, well, it's not what the guy under center is accustomed to.
180! Hey, alert 33. Up, up. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and short, Mayfield escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
Baker now from the gun. Chased out to his right. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. That's 16 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Mayfield. Connecting on the slant. Well, this certainly makes a third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming off.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Hey, alert 33. 180. Hey, alert, alert. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He's going deep this time. It looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's got. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
18 Cardinal. Take go.
Sticking to the air here. Taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get the game's first points here in the 2nd. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. And the Browns get there and take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now Mayfield. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. 2nd down, they go past here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. And he's in, it's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's incomplete left side.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Mayfield to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
180!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Makes the tackle. They cross the 40. Nice run there. He crosses the 35. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 20-zip lead.
We're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else, because that play-action pass should be devastating.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Gets it downfield. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. So it's out. And this is going to be Browns football.
Well, that call, Cade, it just...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They look set now. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Right back to Chase. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Headed out right. Oh, this is getting up there early. Intercepted again. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And he's going to get this up to a roll around that 13-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll go play action. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
60 by 6.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Ken, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
60.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37.
Back to throw it. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up to get to the front. I want the money, the bag, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking the jump. We want the freedom, the freedom, the freedom to have.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. It's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11, Cub 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Browns first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And take off.
The left side finds Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate, and now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Short pass brought in. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That's completed out to the right. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
79 Broncos, Liking 18.
He's going to throw this one. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That's a gain of
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 60. Crap goal 80.
Back to throw. And it's almost picked and taken the other way. Took that check down throw for granted, didn't he? Really paid for it. It's 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Cougar 19.
He's going to try to throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Real momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther Mustang 19.
Sticking to the air here. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. This one's caught. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Lions. Ready?
Quick throw right side. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns continue piling onto this lead.
Bengals nothing.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40. 1st down, here's Baker. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. For him here. He put everything he had into this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start the 2nd half with some needed points. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Bengals 7.
They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. That kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
Into Sampson here up the middle. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns can cruise to a win, growing that lead further.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Looking quickly here. The give here on 2nd. Massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Heads out on a bootleg. Buying some time right. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
180!
Baker now off the play fake. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Pick number 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bengals with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Going power with the big tight end. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to get your job done.
And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. That kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man right side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become on the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Kings!
The tight end gets it. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, that play might not have gotten the first, but I don't think they're disappointed with the result. It's got good yardage. It's a nice change of pace for the ground game.
3rd and just 2 to go.
180!
Well, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on him big time in this one.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, and this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. In the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
180! What's that?
Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a 1st and goal from the 8.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about.
And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Browns keep running away with this. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bengals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Mayfield now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that brings up 4th and short.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
It's a great turning smash to the up man. He's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
So 1st down from the 41. Quickly out to the right, complete. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Browns are running him out of the building. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. Keeps away from 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Cincinnati in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
New set of downs for them from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He rolls to his right. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. First and 10 now from the 46.
And the Bengals first down.
180! Scott!
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the Browns.
Break the huddle. It's second down now.
Six.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up off sides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Running it after the penalty. And that second down run is only